Hello friends, it's Maria. First of all, apologies for the lack of content on my YouTube channel lately. I started a brand new full-time job like 3 weeks ago, and before that I was like super stressed trying to find a job. So it's been very intense few weeks for me, so scrapping's taking a bit of a second. It's been a bit in the background for me in the last few weeks. I still have managed to scrap a bit, so I am going to show you the layouts that I made in the month of September. Yes, so yeah, let's go ahead in no particular order. Hold on, did I make this one in September or was it October already? Oh my goodness, hang on, I'm gonna leave that one till the end and then I'll come back to that. Now, this one I made for a new design team that I'm on. It's called Scrapping for Fun Challenges, and it's when I started it was a bit of everything, card making and tags and mixed media and a bit of everything, and but I noticed that there was a big focus on like digi stamps and coloring, and I said to the lady who runs the blog, I said, I'm afraid I don't do digi stamps, and I apologize, it's my fault for not being more aware of how the blog functioned before I applied for the DT spot. And she said, no, don't worry, I am going to just create a challenge for just scrapbooking layouts, so are you still on? And I said yes, no problem. So for this layout there was a double page sketch, and I kind of condensed it into a single page sketch, and I'm quite happy how it turned out. I love these photos of my kids, and this is a bit not straight, but I'm not sure I can do anything about that right now. It's well stuck, so yeah, that's one. Okay, another one. This one I made just using scraps. These were scraps from a previous layout, and this was a piece of scrap, and this one had a big hole there as well. So all scraps. Very happy with how that turned out. Very simple, but I quite like it actually. This layout I made for the Love of Pretty Paper, for the pastels challenge, for the ABC challenge for P is for pastels, and I really love how it turned out. I wish I had put the title just a bit more straight with the photo, so unfortunately I had to use glue for these alphas because they weren't sticking very well, so I had to add extra glue. So now I can't remove them and move them a bit so they're a bit more central. Apart from that, and I made a typo there, I printed that and there was a mistake. So yeah, apart from that, I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. Another layout, I made this one for another DT team, a design team for Stack Sketches. This has been my first layout for them. It was based on a fantabulous sketch by Laura. And yeah, very happy that in here, in this little envelope, there's actually, oh, sorry, more photos. Let me see if I can get them out. There we go, there they are, because this is about this teddy bear was from nursery, and we had to take him home for a weekend and then keep a diary. So I kept the diary, I stuck photos, and then I took photos of the diary so I could keep all those memories. So that's why there isn't any other journaling on the layout. It's because all the journaling is there in the diary photos. I'll do that later. Okay, another layout. I made this for the Silhouette UK blog, and I did a little tutorial on how to fake thickers. You know, thickers are these very thick alpha stickers, and sometimes you don't get what the words that you want, or you don't have the letters that you need. So I decided to fake them by just cutting lots of layers of the same word and then sticking them together. I don't know if you can see it here. Hang on, let me get a bit closer. Oh goodness. So I am actually quite happy with how that turned out, and I love this layout actually. This background paper is from the new Shimel collection, and I don't have the whole collection. I've only bought bits and pieces, but this paper I really love. I love it so much that I bought it twice. I've got two of them. Okay, another layout. Let me think. What did I think I made this just because I fancied a layout. It was inspired by one that I saw on Pinterest, and it's a little photo of me and my husband here, and it says my rock. And I did this border doodling with the little hearts and dots. I found I didn't know exactly what to do. I wanted to do a doodle border, but I wasn't sure what to do, so I googled it and I found an image. We had lots of different types of doodling borders, and I really liked this style, so I copied that. Okay, next one. Have I shown you this one before? I can't remember now. I don't even know if this is from September. I'm so sorry guys if I'm repeating. I can't remember. I think I haven't shown you this, so there we go. This I made this layout. It was a scrap lifted. It was for on the Mind the Scrap Facebook page. We were doing scrap lifting each other basically, and I really loved the original layout that I was scrap lifting, and I very much like how this one turned out. Is Hades shine here, and it's so shimmery with a bit of texture paste and everything. So yeah, very happy with that. Okay, another layout. This one was made for oh yeah, the Mercy Tiara challenge on the Mercy Tiara Facebook group, and it was, I can't remember now exactly what the requirements were, but I think it was you had to do multiple photos. There has to be stamping and leaves. You know what, I've got a feeling that I've already told you about this. I'm so sorry if I have. My mind has not been in the right place in the last few weeks, so apologies for that. But yeah, very happy with this layout, and I love this paper. I still have the remaining of the 12 by 12 page, so I will use this paper again. I really love it. I can't remember where it came from, I'm afraid. It was in my stash. Okay, another one. I made this one for last month's Stack Sketches challenge. I wasn't in the team then, so this is just just participating on it. And the sketch actually, these lines, these stripes were a bit shorter in the sketch, but I wanted to make a rainbow, and I had lots of scraps. I went through my scraps, and I took all these different colors to because the photo is about rainbow, so I wanted to make a rainbow, and it just happened to get that big, but I didn't mind. I was still very heavily inspired on the original sketch, so very happy with that. Okay, another layout. This one I made for the Love of Pretty paper for the ABC challenge to use vellum, and this is a lovely beautiful vellum by Cocoa Vanilla Studio. There we go. And so yeah, and a lot. I still have got a bit left of this collection. This was from my Lottie Loves paper kit, because I don't think that paper is from Cocoa Vanilla, but the rest are. And yeah, very happy with this layout. And no, that's not misspelled. It's my daughter's toy is called Jolie, and there is a story behind that. And what happened was, this is from the Build-A-Bear workshop. And you know, when you go to the Build-A-Bear workshop, you choose your toy, you stuff it and everything, and then you go to the computers and you can choose the name for the birth certificate. And we were scrolling through the names, and I was reading them out loud as they came up. Excuse me. And one of the names that came up was Jolie, spelled like that. So I wasn't thinking, and I know it was a misspelling in the computer of the word Chloe. So the L should have been between the H and the O. And I should have known, and I should have just said Chloe rather than Jolie, but I was just reading through and I didn't think it, and I said Jolie, and my daughter suddenly said, yes, Jolie, what an unusual name, I want that one. I was like, oh my goodness, what have I done? But no, Jolie is now part of the family and she comes to the beach with us despite the fact that she's a reindeer. Okay, next layout. Excuse me, oh my goodness. This one I made also for the Mind the Scrap scrap lifting challenge, and I was very happy to use these cards, which are Project Life. I don't do Project Life, however I do have a considerable amount of Project Life cards, so I was very happy to use them when I was browsing through the layouts to scrap lift, and I saw one using cards. I was like, yes, I need to scrap lift that one, so very happy with that. And I think this is the last one. This was my September layout for UK Scrap Addicts, and the focus last month on UK Scrap Addicts was journaling. So I knew I wanted to do a layout that goes in the book of me, because in the book of me all the layouts are about the story. They're not about the photos, they're not about the layout itself. It's about the journaling, telling the story for the years to come, for my children or whoever inherit those books about me, if they ever want to learn more about me and my story. And yeah, and I'm gonna show you this one that I took out the first, because I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. It's not like it's still September anyway. We are well into October now. So this one I made also for the Love of Pretty Paper, for the challenge about zigzags, and the lovely Natalie posted an example layout that she got from Pinterest, and I just scrap lifted it because I don't know, I just couldn't be bothered to think about a new way of using zigzags. So I thought the one that she had posted was quite lovely, so I scrap lifted it. Oh, the phone is ringing, but that's okay, guys. I'm done anyway. I hope you have enjoyed this, and see you very soon. Bye bye. Bye.